So in this video, I want to speak a little bit about how do we ensure that we are one of these people that takes more steps forward and fewer steps back. And this video came about of an experience that I had yesterday. But nonetheless, I do have a few simple ways that will help us be those people, right? The ones who take more steps forward and fewer back. And keep in mind, while they may be simple, simple doesn't always equate to easy because everything requires work. Yesterday morning, I was heading to work and I normally would walk across the street to catch the bus in front of my community. But for some reason, I had this feeling that I had missed the bus. So what did I do? I jumped into my vehicle and decided, well, I was gonna catch the bus at the stop about maybe a mile up the street. So while I was at the light leaving from my community, which is a very long light, to my surprise, what did I see? The bus going by. Keep in mind though, had I have simply walked across the street, I would have been in position to catch the bus. But that's not it. While I'm at the light, I counted in my head, well, I have 4 lights to go and I can catch up with him and I can still catch the bus at that particular stop. Well, I went through the first light, I hit a red light. The second one, I hit a red light again. So at this point, I said to myself, you know what? You're gonna just have to drive. You brought this upon yourself, you're gonna have to drive. Well, I continued to drive, and at the third light, hope appeared because I saw the bus in front of me. So of course, I pressed gas and I darted up the street, got the other light there and swinging to the parking lot, sprint across the street, calmly walked onto the bus. So here's the lesson that I learned from that incident, because I truly believe it parallels life. Oftentimes, we step out of our position because of a feeling. We feel like someone else is doing better. We feel that someone else's gifting is more rewarding. We feel like that's going to be a better fit for us, and we step out of our position. And when we step out of our position, now we have to work harder to receive a blessing in that new lane. And oftentimes, it's not guaranteed, because guess what? You are not operating from your gifting. You are in someone else's lane. So even if you may receive the blessing, like in my case, I caught that bus, you know what? It would have come at an expense, because me speeding down that road to catch it, I could have hurt myself, I could have hurt someone else. Me sprinting across the street to catch that bus, I could have gotten myself harm in that process. And that's exactly what we can do when we step out of our lane to get into someone else's lane. Keep in mind, when you step out of your lane, now you put yourself in a new waiting period for that blessing. So you prolong your goal, you prolong your dreams, because you chose to step out of your positioning to receive a blessing. And that's why it feels as if we take 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. Yes, a lot of you might be right. You know what? That really comes from inconsistency, Kizzy. That's why people tend to, take 2 steps forward and 4 steps back, inconsistency. And I agree with you. It is inconsistency, but it's also because we get wary and we step out of our position because of feelings. But good news is, we can be people who take more steps forward and fewer back. And we can do this by understanding when you do all that you needed to do, or when you do all that you know you have to do to be in the right place to receive your blessings, just wait patiently and expectantly, knowing that it will come, and I guarantee you will take more steps forward and fewer steps back. I thank you for watching, and until next time, be well.